Good evening, and welcome to Operation Excel's Virtual Gala 2020. We weren't expecting to have a virtual gala, but we are rolling with the punches. So we want to thank you for joining in, and we want to welcome you. Operation Excel's mission it recognizes the need to educate children differently in the 21st century. So we have educational opportunities in after school and summer camps that help our children to excel. We also work on their social and emotional health, and it just means a lot to me. We started right here where I'm standing at our original site in Stokesdale with just me and 22 youth. That was back in 2007. In 2008, we were incorporated into Operation Excel, and we have grown since 2008, one site, me and 22 kids, to last year serving 387 youth. We have 6 sites this year, and we hope to serve even more. Tonight, you're going to hear a lot of stories from our youth, but Joseph Level is going to tell you a little bit about what we're going to hear tonight. He is a Guilford County Schools teacher, so he's in the trenches and he knows all about what we do. He's also a board member of Operation Excel. Joseph Level, will you come up and take the mic?
Thank you, Charlene Gladney. She is the executive director, and as a board member, I can speak on behalf of the board and tell you that we are excited and delighted and feel that we have the most exceptional executive director for Operation Excel. She is fantastic. She is so much more than an executive director. She knows how to pull her sleeves up, get her hands dirty. A lot of us refer to her as the Operation Excel. I'm glad to be with you here tonight on a night which is a historic night in so many ways. But I'm here tonight to talk about Operation Excel and some of the things that will be taking place over the next several minutes. And we're so glad that you've decided to spend some time with us tonight. We thank you, and we do invite you to tell your friends, to go to Facebook Live, to join us, to visit our website at operationexcel.org, and by all means, hit that donate button. That's right. There's a donate button that you'll find on both those platforms, our website and our Facebook page. And we also invite you to take part in our silent auction tonight. There's some fantastic offerings tonight that we hope you might purchase. Right now, when it comes to the bidding, it starts out low. So get in there right now and make that bid, okay? We want you to do that. So tonight, we've got, during this virtual gala, some very special things planned for you. As Charlene mentioned earlier, we will have several students who will be appearing tonight virtually. We look forward to meeting those particular students tonight. We'll also talk more with Charlene through the evening. We'll also be joined by Operation Excel staff member who is so excited about what she does and her part in Operation Excel. And tonight, speaking of it being a historic night, we're going to hear from a historic figure here, not only in Greensboro, but Guilford County. Judge Teresa Vincent will join us this evening, and she'll share some words on behalf of Operation Excel. And I'm looking forward to introducing her and telling you more about her this evening. So you have a couple of things to do. You got to hit that donate now button, okay? That's important. It is a gala, and so hopefully we will raise some funds tonight to support our mission. And again, we're so excited for you. Remember, tell all your friends, visit Facebook Live, and you can watch us there or at the website at operationexcel.org. Hit that donate now button. But what I'd like to do right now is to introduce one of our students. Her name is Elise Pickard. We're going to meet Elise. She's an 8th grade student at Jackson Middle School, And she's going to be joined also by her mom and dad, Antonio and Letitia. So right now, let's take a look and let's meet this wonderful 8th grade student.
Some of the things that appeal to me is the fact that it interested our daughter Elise, and once it caught her eye, looking into the details and spectrum of what Operation Xcel had to offer, I knew that it was something for her. Not only just piquing her interest in furthering her education, but also being available for more social interaction.
To me, Operation Excel is very helpful because whether or not you're failing or doing good in school, it still helps you. Like if you don't understand on something that they went taught about in class that day, then they'll go into more detail with you to help you better understand it.
Her reading is up, her math is up, her all-around knowledge of school itself and what they're teaching is up. And she's getting it done before she's getting home, so she has more free time as opposed to dragging or lagging along and not being interested. She's more into it.
At the beginning of the school year in 6th grade, I did not like reading. I hated reading. I was like, why am I reading? I don't want to be reading. But when Operation Excel started, I was like, I love reading now. I want to read a book. I need a book. Can I go get a book?
The impact that Operation Xcel has had on Elise is that she's more excited to go to school, get work done, and get involved in school activities such as clubs. Most students just want to get involved in sports, but she's more so into getting into clubs and finding out more than what is just for her grade level.
What I like particular about Operation Excel is that it keeps her entertained. Elise has really shown a big, tremendous growth in helping other social skills, and not only that, but with her reading, her math, she's always been an excellent student. But to have something that she's passionate about really makes me happy, makes us happy.
Wow, what a beautiful and impressive young student she is. We want to thank Antonio and Letitia and also their beautiful daughter, Elise. And I heard through the grapevine, she got an A in English and reading. Way to go, Elise. And she'll tell you that, in part, it was due to the work here done at Operation Excel. And speaking to the work getting done at Operation Excel, it's a great pleasure for me to bring on one of the employees who happens to be a site director at the Wellborn Academy of Science and Technology. Please join me in welcoming Amanda Pinson. Good evening, Amanda.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you this evening?
I'm excited about you being here tonight, and I know you just witnessed Elise talking about the impact that Operation Excel is making, her parents as well. First of all, tell me, what capacity do you work here in Operation Excel?
Currently, I serve as a site director at our High Point location for our one of the middle school sites. And I originally started as a tutor here out at the original site here in Stokesdale and fell in love with it. And Miss Charlene Gladney and I have kept in touch. So when the opportunity came about, I just said that I would be willing to help in any form or fashion, and have ended up as our site director and getting to hopefully affect many children. I am a classroom teacher at one of the High Point schools as well, and so I speak a lot on Operation Excel in our building with our other staff members in ways that we can help, and also with parents. So I truly enjoy it.
Well, we thank you. As a board member, I want to say thank you for the work that you do and all the staff does. And I know the students and the parents appreciate you too. As an educator, what do you see as one of the biggest impacts Operation Excel is making with the young people in our communities?
Well, I do believe, having taught just about everything there is, I believe that we are able to go in and teach, help students in that tutoring aspect, where sometimes the schools can't help because they have to keep to that pacing guide, but we can go back years and help with those missing foundation pieces. And we can do that in smaller groups, we can do it in larger groups, just whatever that strong need is as students come in. Unfortunately, you know, they're not real keen on that test, but we do take that a test to see where kids need to qualify and how best we can help them. But we also gratefully, I love to do, we do SEL, which is social and emotional learning activities a lot. And, you know, our young people sometimes do not know socially appropriate ways to deal with things. And some of their public icons don't necessarily handle those types of things positively. And so we try to help them, and we try to talk through some of those activities. And sometimes we do lots of games as it may relate to academics or social emotional learning, and students don't even realize they're learning something or they're practicing something. So it's fun to see a light bulb go on, or them actually explain something to a classmate or you know, someone that's working with them. And it's amazing just to see their growth and their strength. And I've also seen as a positive, because we're smaller than this, you know, a regular classroom or whatnot, we can break it down. One student in particular comes to my mind and my heart that was autistic, and we got him to acclimate to being social. And the benefits of that, which is really sometimes very difficult for our autistic students. And he blossomed, and I loved it. So, you know, you reap those rewards that you put into it.
Your passion and joy is contagious. It has me smiling, and this is what you get here at Operation Xcel. This is a site director, and you see her passion. It radiates through the entire staff. It goes through the children. The SEL component is huge. I know as an employee of Guilford County Schools how big that is. That is a tremendous initiative. But not only are you impacting the students, you're having a tremendous impact on parents as well.
Yes, we do try to benefit those parents and work with the parents as part of that village. They know that we can't do it all. They understand that we know that they can't do it all. And as a parent myself, it's a struggle to go back and forth. And sometimes, you know, students will open up to other people, other adults other than their parents. So when you make those relationships and have those relationships with your parents, you're able to provide them with information where they don't seem to feel attacked. They feel like you're working with them. And we also do at least one monthly meeting with parents to kind of empower the parent in something. It may be a curriculum thing. It may be, we do stuff with ADS. We do stuff with, well, one of my favorite things that I've seen the kids do is poetry. And it's amazing for the parents to see the kids like stand up and recite and speak their heart when they won't even. Or they're, you know, normally the kid that doesn't talk or doesn't share. And so I think us working together with parents, I've formed some good relationships as far as like almost like friendships with some of my parents, because it's just, we see it as a community.
It is a community.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the most precious commodity that we all have, and that's our young people.
Right. Our young people are all we have for our future. So if we want things to be well, we need to participate in that.
That's right. We need to participate in that endeavor indeed. Amanda Pinson, who is one of our site directors here at Operation Xcel, can't you just feel the joy and the love that she has for children? Wouldn't you want that for yours as well? Of course you would. And I just want to thank you, Amanda, for all that you do, the hardworking staff. We're living in unprecedented times, and we're having to do things differently and just do things, you know, we've never done before. But we'll do whatever it takes to ensure the success of the next generation.
Yes, yes. You know, this time frame of us being out of school greatly affects our kids. And some of our kids, you know, unfortunately, there are some real negatives to them being out. And as we meet with our kids virtually, you know, we try to provide just some kid-friendly fun, you know, and then help them with their academics and helping them share some of that information. It is a little bit more difficult virtually for them to open up, but thankfully we have those that are return return students who help the other ones automatically feel a little bit more comfortable with us. So
We always have those
yeah.
students, don't we?
Yeah, so it's great to have them. And I'm just, I'm excited to see where we can go and what we can do and grow to be as an organization because, I mean, Charlene started something from the seed and it is definitely branching out and it is beautiful to see how much it's grown and thinking about where it will go.
Well, indeed, Charlene has done a tremendous job, and one of those tremendous things is getting you to be a part of Operation Excel. Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Pinson. Let's thank her for being here today. Thank you, Amanda, and we'll let you go that way. Don't go too far. Okay. What can you say after that? You see that passion, you see that joy, you see that energy. That's Operation Excel. That's why you need to donate. That's why you need to visit us at Facebook and also continually visit us on our website. Hit that Donate Now button, and don't forget also, we have a silent auction that's taking place for some fantastic items. That could be yours before the night is over. And even after we leave tonight, you can still go visit Facebook Live and you can visit our website and go ahead and take a look at those items. And at any time you feel it, please give. That's very important to us. Well, I want to bring back the executive director, Charlene Gladney. And Charlene, you're going to talk a little bit about how the money that is received from when people hit that donate button tonight, where it could go and how it could impact the next generation.
Well, it only takes $12.23, just $12.23 for a child for a day. If you want to make sure a child is served for a week, that's like $61.15. If you want to sponsor a child for a month, that's less than $250. It's $244.60. If you want to sponsor an entire site for the day, all my big spenders out there, that's $750 to sponsor a site for a day. The money that you give really helps to enrich the students. Amanda spoke of one child that has autism, but we've had children through the years who have Asperger's. A lot of our children have different diagnoses. I have a diagnosis myself, so who cares? We don't care at Operation Excel. We know that every child can succeed. And so every dollar that you spend, that you donate to us will be put to good use. We do have a lot of supplies that we give to our children. They don't have to bring pencil, paper, crayons, any of that. Everybody gets their own binder, pencil pouch full of supplies. We have nutritious snacks. We have dinner that we serve to the children. So we have a lot of things that we do. We do field trips. Pre-COVID, we do field trips, and the children don't have to pay for anything. We provide all of that so that they can have the opportunity, and their parents don't have to worry about it. A lot of parents are struggling, and especially in the pandemic. And I wanted to bring your attention to another button. I do want you to hit that donate button. You can hit it 20 times if you like. But there is an enroll now button as well. So if your child is struggling, don't let them struggle. This virtual learning is hard, and we have staff that will help your child in kindergarten through 8th grade. We have staff that will help your child get through this.
Thank you, Charlene. So it's important to hit the Donate Now button. And I can tell you as a board member, truthfully and honestly, that Operation Excel does a fantastic job staying in compliance and utilizing every dollar that comes through to impact the lives of the children. And so I look forward to hearing a little bit more from you a little bit later on. I think I'll be bringing you back on and we'll be talking some more. The executive director, ladies and gentlemen, that's Charlene Gladney. Hit that Donate Now button, and if you have a child that you feel could benefit from these services, it's time to hit that enroll button as well, okay? Well, it's all about the kids, and so we do have yet another video that I think you're going to enjoy. And this is about a family who also has benefited from the Operation Xcel family. Grayson Kress is a 5th grader at Stokesdale Elementary, and he's with his mom, Sherry. Let's take a look.
The kindergarten teacher wanted to hold him back, and that blindsided his dad and I, because we did not think that, we thought that he was progressing as normal, and we found Operation Xcel, and that made all the difference in the world with his reading. The tutors were one-on-one, asking him, whatever he needed. They were always there and ready and willing to help, and now he's an A student, so I can really attest to Operation Xcel's dedication to academics and helping children.
I feel that Operation Excel makes me a better student by helping me interact with other people and learning more.
I feel that Operation Xcel has a much better academic stance than other after-school activity places. I feel that academics is very important for students after school, also to help with homework. The tutors here are wonderful, and you don't get that any other place than Operation Xcel is what I found. Last year, when Grayson had the flu, he was out of school for 6 days with high fevers and just really achy. He wasn't even able to do his catch-up work during the time that he was out. And Operation Xcel went above and beyond, helping him to bounce back. And they worked one-on-one with him. He liked school. In kindergarten, he did not want to go to school.
That was young Grayson Kress, a 5th grader at Stokesdale Elementary, along with his mom, Sherry Kress. And we thank you both for sharing your hearts with us tonight. Incredible. Well, I told you earlier that we have a history maker that's joining us tonight. And indeed, this is a day of history. And so Operation Xcel, we're developing and raising up history makers. And the woman that we have with us tonight is clearly a role model for our young people. She's a role model for me and many others. Judge Teresa Vincent is a native of Shelby, North Carolina, and she was elected to serve the citizens of Guilford County as a district court judge in November of 2000. Judge Vincent received her Bachelor of Arts in Public Administration as well as her Juris Doctorate from the North Carolina Central University. Prior to becoming a district court judge, she was an assistant district attorney for 7 years, handling cases ranging from traffic to murder. During her tenure as a district court judge, she has presided in each of the district courts, including but not limited to domestic traffic, criminal, child support, juvenile, and civil. And in August of 2019, Judge Vincent made history by becoming the first African-American woman to serve as chief district court judge in Guilford County. She has a passion for changing lives, especially for persons suffering from substance abuse and disorders. Consequently, she feels fortunate to have had the opportunity to serve as the presiding judge in the Guilford County Adult Drug Treatment Court for the past 12 years. Her efforts beyond the court, her efforts extend well beyond the court. With her involvement in the Guilford County community, she has served as a family services of the Piedmont presenter, a member of the Greensboro Bar Association, president and board member, the Greensboro Opera Board, Guilford Inn of Court, Jack and Jill of America, the Junior League of Greensboro. She's a former board director there. Also, the Women's Resource Center Board, the Women's Professional Forum, Guilford County Association of Black Lawyers, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, the Links Incorporated, the North Carolina State Board of Specialization, and the North Carolina Dispute Resolution Commission, along with many other organizations. Lastly, Judge Benson is a member of Oak Springs Missionary Baptist Church, where she serves in ministry with the Sound of the Genuine. She's the widow of the late, great Dr. Drury J.M. Benson, and she does have one son, the handsome Drury Benson II. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Judge Teresa Benson.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to be with you all as we celebrate Operation Xcel's anniversary at this gala. I would like to thank Charlene Gladney for the opportunity to speak with you all for this momentous occasion. As I think about COVID-19 and the multitude of challenges it has caused us, the word resilience comes to my mind. According to the dictionary, resilience means knowing how to cope in spite of setbacks or barriers or limited resources, a measure of how much you want something and how much you're willing and able to overcome obstacles to get it. It has to do with your emotional strength. Many, if not most students, have faced having to adjust to remote learning, foregoing proms, traditional graduations, and social distancing from their friends. They've had to adjust to minimal to no contact with grandparents or other relatives with risk factors. Parents have had to assist their children while they adjust and learn in a remote setting, oftentimes while balancing work and home obligations. Essential workers have been required to report to a working environment while being fully aware that they are at increased risk of contracting the virus. Most, if not all of us, have faced a number of setbacks. In our court system, we have been faced with multiple semi-closures after employees have tested positive. Unfortunately, families have dealt with an inability to purchase computers and internet services, oftentimes to ensure that their children are able to participate in remote learning. This is quite a realistic view of what many of us have had to contend with over the past 8 or so months. However, I want to celebrate the resilience of the human spirit. I see determination, creativity, and courage in so many individuals that have overcome difficulties over the past several months. I have found it most helpful to take life one day at a time with an open mind to addressing challenges in new and innovative ways when appropriate. Our courts have created several more efficient and convenient methods for addressing court matters due to the need for social distancing. Many protocols that were created out of the necessity due to the coronavirus will continue past COVID. Psychologists have recommended several things that we can do to increase our resilience. Some of their recommendations include cultivating a belief in your ability to cope, staying connected with sources of support, communicating with others when you feel overwhelmed, being helpful to others and seeking help when necessary, activating positive emotions, cultivating an attitude of survivorship, seek meaning for life experiences. Now, one option that was not on their list that has really helped me is my faith. I found great comfort in channeling my frustration and needs through my faith. I encourage each of you, whether you're a student or an adult, to make a decision today that you will reach your goals despite this virus. In fact, I contend that we should view our challenges in a new way. I saw a video recently that was thought-provoking. This video featured a young Japanese man, and he explained that instead of discarding their broken bowls, they repair them by inserting liquid gold to fill the broken pieces. He went on to say that this is the way that they view individuals who have challenges in their life. They believe that the brokenness of life is like gold, as it adds value and strength to the human spirit. This video had images of some of the bowls filled with veins of liquid gold and the images of individuals with golden veins overlaying those individuals. The imagery brought his words to life, and the bowls were absolutely beautiful. I thought to myself, what a paradigm shift. It's been said that even when challenges are persistent, we have an option of changing our perception. This is exactly what I'm proposing. You see, we all have a choice as to how we view life's challenges. Are they there just to annoy or frustrate us, or are they a part of life experiences that will create and cause us to be more resilient than we would have been without those life's challenges? I choose the latter of the two. For people of faith, you may see it as God making beauty for the ashes in your life. We must remember that mountain climbers climb one step at a time. If they stop climbing, they will never reach the top. Operation Xcel is more vital than ever. They are helping students realize that they are resilient as it relates to their education. Students that experience frustration and need understanding in the subject matter have access to assistance, which can in turn help them to know that they are strong academically with the help of skilled tutors. In essence, this program is building the capacity of students to perform well academically, and this builds confidence. Confidence coupled with comprehension is a recipe for success. Our youth are our future, and Operation Xcel is investing in the future of every student participant, with 92% of students in the program reporting self-efficacy in STEM-related subjects. 97% of teachers reporting that students have benefited from attending Operation Xcel's academic enrichment programs. 88% of students in grades K through 8 gained 2 or more years of growth in math. Students in grades K through 8 also have improved their overall mathematic performance by an average of 31.5%. And all students across 5 locations, or now 6 locations, have experienced 1.4 years of average growth in the reading. I salute every student for investing in yourself. I salute every tutor and the board members for your contributions in the success of this program. Most of all, I salute Charlene Gladney, the founder of Operation Xcel, for having the vision to create such a valuable community educational resource. I wish this program well. I will close with a quote from Carol Ann Tomlinson. She penned the following quote: "Excellence in education is when we do everything that we can to make sure they become everything they can." Thank you.
That was incredible. We want to thank from the bottom of our hearts Judge Teresa Vincent for joining us tonight and for sharing those wonderful words of inspiration and encouragement, not only to our students, but to our staff, our board members, and of course, our executive director, Charlene Gladney. Don't forget that donate button as well. We're depending on you, okay? At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce yet another student benefiting from Operation Xcel. He's a fifth grader. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet Robert Caldwell, along with his mom, Rose Hatcher.
Outside of the program being free, which is a major plus for families, they had many advantages in enrolling Robert, my son, in Operation Xcel. The academics as well as social skills, to just name a few, was a big plus.
Well, I feel good about Operation Xcel because it can also help children with their studies and have some tips about being a better person, such as treating people the way that they want to be treated and being kind to everyone that you see.
It has exceeded our expectations in regards to having an after-school program with staff and tutors to help build upon his academics as well as his interaction with his friends as well as classmates.
Well, there's been a lot of things that I have liked about Operation Xcel over the years. And, well, the one thing that stands out the most is summer camp, because you can have field trips, awesome experiments, and interacting with your friends with social skills.
his continuous drive to succeed and be successful. He just enjoys his time with the staff as well as his interaction with his friends and classmates.
Thank you, Robert, and thank you, Rose, for joining us this evening. Facebook Live, OperationXcel.org. Hit that Donate Now button. And don't forget about our silent auction as well. A lot of items up there for you to bid on, and the bidding, of course, starts lower than the actual value of the item, so you definitely want to see that, okay? I was just thinking about what Teresa Vincent was saying, and at this time, before I even go any further, just let me bring back the Executive Director of Operation Xcel, Charlene Gladney. And Charlene, it has been a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I know this wasn't the gala we were expecting to have, but this is the gala that we have, and we're excited about it.
I am excited about it. And I wanted to kind of close with Operation Excel's affirmation that we say every day. And it's not just the student affirmation, it is student and staff. We are Operation Xcel. We are the young people who make a difference. We strive towards academic success and true character. We come with open minds, willing hearts, caring souls, and high expectations. We are people of forgiveness, kindness, wisdom, and humility. We are Operation Xcel.
You hear that, right? Those are some of the nuggets that even Teresa Vincent, Judge Vincent, spoke about tonight, and these are the nuggets that Charlene Gladney and Amanda Pinson and the staff continually pour into our students. And I know there are hundreds, if not thousands, of heartwarming stories that you could possibly share with us for hours.
Yeah.
But could you condense one of those stories real quickly and tell us something really heartwarming about maybe just one student or maybe one situation?
Okay, I will talk about Michelle. Michelle is one of my favorite students. When she came to us as a sixth grade student, she was reading at a second grade level. And she was a little shy and she was cautious. Well, within a year, she gained 4 years reading on a sixth grade level. Of course, she was going to the seventh grade, but she had did 4 years and 1 year, and she was vibrant, and she just threw caution to the wind. She joined the wrestling team, she joined the softball team, and by the seventh grade, she was performing above grade level, went on to the eighth grade to be a leader. That's just one story. I have so many stories because I've been doing this 12 years, and almost every child has a story, but I can tell you amazing stories. So if you ever want to, just my number's on the web. If you need some inspiration and you need to feel uplifted, I have some stories for you.
And, of course, you can visit our website at operationxcel.org, and, of course, right here on Facebook. And we thank all of you for joining us this evening. The Donate Now button will be there once we sign off tonight, and the silent auction continues. On behalf of our board director, Timothy Burruff, and all of our board members, we want to thank Judge Teresa Vincent for coming out tonight. We want to thank Amanda Pinson, our site director, for the joy and exuberance she just shared with all of us. We want to thank also the family of Elise Pickard, her mom and dad, Antonio and Letitia. We also want to thank Robert Caldwell and Rose Hatcher, as well as Grayson Kress and his mom, Sherry, for all sharing tonight, and for everyone who played a part in this wonderful, abbreviated virtual gala. We thank you. The Donate Now button continues. On behalf of our Executive Director, Charlene Gladney, I'm Joseph Lovell. Thank you for joining us, and good night.